Okie dokie. So I haven't done a commentary in a hot minute. The reason why I haven't is because Soul Calibur 6 was overheating my laptop to an insane degree. So I just didn't want to deal with that anymore. It was about time to get a new computer anyway, so I got a new desktop. And then for the longest time I didn't have a microphone, which is why I've been uploading just silent videos. But now that we're here, we're gonna try this again. So when I rewatch these while I should be working, I can actually listen to the sound of my own voice and enter this sort of meditative Zen state where I'm not really working, but I totally am, and it's just great. So as you can see here, I got a buttload of games against Hyrule. We played today. This was the day of the Deus 2 top 8, and spoiler alert, I think Zeph almost won. It was Zeph versus Nowo, but Nowo took it in the end, Sungmina versus Sophidia. So that was fun to watch. I was a little disappointed when Boom got knocked out, but what are you gonna do? So I need to pick a few games just because I wanna pick a few games here to show. Yeah, I can't believe I fucking lost to that guy. Oh my god. Be wary of not having character knowledge. Anywho, it's probably mostly going to be Hyrule games, but I'm just chatting here for quite a bit to make sure all the levels are correct and all that. I even gave spoilers of a tournament that's already over, so I mean, if you didn't see it, that's not my fucking problem. But these were the matches I played against that assassin guy. And then we had a 2B match. We had a 2B match that I actually didn't do terribly in, which is crazy. If you know anything about me, you know I hate 2B. Half the times when I reach this screen and 2B pops up, it can be a Sprout 2B. I'll just decide, you know, it's not worth my time to either try to learn this matchup or to play it. But with the very small amount of matchup knowledge I do have, oh god, we're both black and red, aren't we? Yeah, we are. That's kind of tacky, but what are you gonna do? All right, the tiny bit of matchup knowledge I do have, I play against this guy. And he does that a lot. I see. After a while, I finally, you know, let him know that, hey, I'm not going to put up with that shit. But, what are you going to do? All of this is hitting me, and that's nothing new to me. Whenever I play against 2B, all that just fucking hits me for no fucking reason. And there he goes with that again. He just... I tell him to quite clearly knock that the hell off. He's probably unfamiliar with that transition right there just because he never has to deal with it because he's playing 2B. He also doesn't break back because he never has to deal with Shura Blade because he plays 2B. But yeah, just does it again. Just doesn't care. Just keeps doing it. Lucky clash there. Missed the GI. Get the launch though. So now he's in the mix, and now he's got to actually know how to defend himself. And as you can see, he clearly has very little idea of how to actually defend himself. It's very characteristic of a lot of 2B players. Like, don't get me wrong, the best 2B players out there know how to not only mash buttons, but also defend themselves. But your average run-of-the-mill, my-rank 2B has no idea whatsoever how to run any kind of defensive game plan. It's just not a consideration that they've ever had to make. That was really weird that I didn't get hit by that flying fist there, but I didn't, so I'll just take that as a win and move on. Soul Charge to get out of the AGS. Get him with the K-Slide B, and he actually holds block for the first time. That was the first time in the match where I actually got him to hold block, and I ended up killing him for it. I'm sure if he had just mashed right there, he probably would have come out with a victory, because, you know, as much as I hate to admit it, one of my biggest problems in playing this game is I just assume that people know when it's my turn and they're going to let me have my turn. Don't ever let anyone have their turn. It's just not worth the risk. Yeah, you can just disrespect everyone on everything at any point in time, and you might come out on top because of it. There have been plenty of times, like the difference between me hitting C rank and me hitting B rank, it feels like, was like I became willing to just CE on someone's +8, and it's amazing how often that works. Why did I pick these? Oh, I picked these Talon games because something occurred in these games which threw me for an absolute loop, and when I see it again, I'll remember what it is and remember that I was kind of pissed about it. God, Talon just gets so much damage. That's -14. I gotta punish on Talon. Look at me go. I'm not completely hopeless. There's another one. I think that's actually -16. It looks like he tried to step the option there, but didn't manage it. Okay. Got a little. I have no desire to go in on him right there, and of course he mashes getting up, so he gets hit with the back turn I-10. The only I-10 that Mitsu has. That being said, you know, it is locked. All of Mitsu's quick attacks, with the exception of Sureblade Kots, are just kind of locked behind something. His I-10 is locked behind back turn. It looked like I was ducking there. He has an I-8. Believe it or not, Mitsurugi has an I-8. Oh, I think he got up pushing a button. I don't know. I didn't see if it said counter or not. But Mitsurugi does actually have an I-8. Unfortunately, it's locked behind stance, so it's, you know, at its fastest, it's part of a combo. At its most raw, see if you do like raw mist and then his I-8, it's still like I-20 something because you have to go into mist first. Maybe as low as like I-14, but I wouldn't put it at being faster than I-14. Yeah, definitely not even. Maybe I-16, maybe. I didn't see anything in that match that blew my mind, so I don't think it was in that one. But after this one, you're gonna get to see Hyrule Hero Joe beat my ass a few times because we played a number of games today. Something like over 20, maybe even close to 30 games. And I played. I'll just explain that later. Knowledge check. Doesn't know the air control to get out of that. Go for AA again. Yep. It's such a dumb thing to do. Nice just frame. It's such a dumb thing to do to when you get someone at a wall and you're in Relic and you hit the AA to just do AA again. And I mean the biggest example of doing this was against a Siegfried that I played once on this stage actually, and I got him in one of the corners, and I hit on block. It was a good guess right there to avoid the low. On block, I got him to block Relic AA 3 times in a row. All 6 blocks. He just stood there and blocked them. And when he finally ducked, I just smacked him with Relic B, and he just went straight out of the ring. But that right there, Talon 3B, And I went and I checked this afterwards. Thankfully, I still won the round, but Talon 3B, unlike virtually every other 3B in the game, with the exception of some dumb shit like Axe, is only minus 12. I don't know why Talon needs, with the amount of damage she does, I don't know why Talon needs a minus 12 3B, but Talon is a minus 12 3B, for whatever fucking reason. Yeah, so I went and I labbed that, and I was actually talking to Beardley while I was labbing it, and he didn't believe me. He just straight up didn't believe me. He was like, there's no way in hell that Talon 3B is only minus 12. And I said, dude, I'm looking at it right now. I know I post some really questionable shit when it comes to frame data on my channel, but you gotta believe me. Okay, I think I'm gonna do maybe, let's say 4 games from maybe even 6 from Hyrule and I. He won. Obviously, he won the majority of them. Not only is he better than me, but I don't have as well matchup knowledge. So we're gonna do a number of these. We're gonna go his win, my win, his win, my win, etc. for a bit. And I'm gonna pick them pretty much at random. And I actually, for people who I go into their streams, I say, hey, can I get some games? I made a default Rugi that I call the Aryan Samurai here, because I mean, just fucking look at him. Just fucking look at him. I made him one fucking color. Oh, apparently I was doing something right there, but that's okay. We evened it up. God, Aswell has such crazy range. The thing that gets me about this matchup in particular is Aswell's basically got the Mitsurugi 3B, 1BB mix-up in Axe stance, but it's like guaranteed, whereas Mitsurugi's is not. Mitsurugi's, you can tech out of it pretty much in every situation. I can only think of one, maybe 2 situations where you can't tech out of it. But, oh god, and I fucked up the combo there. He definitely deserved to die for that, just based on the fact that he ran into my lethal hit. It's like he saw me do it, and then he ran into it. But 668 plus B right there should have killed him. But as well, this is a real rough matchup for me, just based on the fact that, well, 1, he's got that, and 2, he's got a lot more range than I do on a lot of my stuff. Oh, Hyrule likes to GI a lot. Joe definitely likes to GI a lot, so that got him. I know in a couple of these, I actually got him with the unblockable reset, and there's a perfect example of the bullshit going on here. Is my AGI dropped for I couldn't tell you why, but the AGI dropped. It looked like it was because of range, but if he's at a range where he can A me. That was good patience. If he's in range, if he's at a range where he can A into my AGI and then just not get hit by the AGI, that's kind of dumb, in my opinion. It's just kind of dumb. I just realized that I'm going to be recording this whole thing, and I have no idea if the game sound is too loud or not. I'm really hoping that it's not. I'm really hoping the game sound's not too loud, but it could be. Obviously going for Relic AA there. A lot of these times when he's in Soul Charge, what I'm doing is I'm throwing myself in a Relic and trying to time the AGI so that I can AGI an advancing Beyblade and, you know, beat out a projectile. So that's what I'm doing. I almost never get it, but that's what I'm doing. That's the game plan, at least. Now that I'm thinking about it, though, that's kind of a shitty game plan, just based on the fact that apparently my AGI is negotiable, which that's just Soul Calibur 6. Every hitbox in Soul Calibur 6 is negotiable at some point or another. Not going for these just frames against him. I don't remember it being very laggy, but I suppose it could have been. Even just a couple of frames of lag fuck up that just frame for you. Yeah, and I don't... There are moves that he's doing that are probably punishable. I just don't know what they are and how punishable they are. For the most part, it seems like... There's one thing in particular, I think it's like his 6-6B is fucking safe for some reason. I don't know why 6-6Bs are safe, that just seems really dumb to me, but what are you gonna do? Wall splat? Yep, wall splat. I went for the save combo, not the reset. Interesting. I probably could have stepped that and gotten a 2-2A, but I didn't bother. He was actually getting kind of worked by the B-Slide Ks. I had a lot of success with B-Slide K in Soul Charge against him. I'm gonna call that lucky, but what are you gonna do? Duck, bounce. Yeah, he likes to GI a lot. All right, so I think at this point I'm just going to commit to the assumption that the game sound is not too loud. That's the hope, at least. So yeah, here we go. He's just gonna straight up beat my ass in this one. I know in two of these games, I'm not gonna, if this isn't one of them, then I'm not gonna try and find it, but in two of these games, I got him with the 2-2A lethal hit unblockable setup, which is going to the Shura route, but then instead of getting Shura, you just do the missed launcher and just go straight for the unblockable, because you can't tech that launcher. And I at no point got to do B plus KIB against him. I suppose I could have done it on one of the 2-2A lethal hits I got, but aside from that, I never got a B6, I never got a 3B, Joe just doesn't fucking duck. Yeah. Poor Harry and Mitsu. Oh, and that interaction happened a lot. Joe really seems to like to start rounds with Beyblade. And missed A plus B will just beat it out. So that happened at the start of rounds a lot. Most of the time I didn't get anything after that for it, because he'd just go straight into that AGI nonsense. Aswell combo. And the Oki that Aswell gets is insane. I think in a number of these games, or at least after a while, I stopped trying to... Yeah. So even when he's ducking, he's not guarding, so I don't get the lethal hit there. But what was I saying? Something about Joe beating my ass. I don't know, something like that. Something about Joe beating my ass. We got one more. Then I'm gonna grab that Tira game too, just so that I'm not ending my video with Aerie and Rugi. I tried to make him obnoxious without looking just god awful, but still awful enough to be obnoxious. And I think just making him monochromatic like this was a good way to accomplish that goal. Is that out? No, that's not out. It's gonna go, yeah. It's gonna go for the break attack because break attack is out. I probably had a punish there when he did the low and I blocked it, but like I said, I don't know any of my punishes for as well. Even some of the ones that I tried to do, were apparently not punishes. So what are you gonna do? I started doing BA just because he was constantly sidestepping. See, like I said, that happened a lot in these games, and he doesn't dodge. It's a lucky clash. He must have held it a little longer. Like that, those disco kicks. Like on block, I was trying to get him with a wall rising K. I blocked those and do wall rising K, and he would GI them. He would GI it. I don't know why disco kicks are fucking safe, but disco kicks seem to be safe. Either that or I fucked something up somewhere. Okay. Yep. There's that again. Like you have to kind of sacrifice your turn. You have to get a turn. First of all, you have to get a turn, and then you have to sacrifice a turn on a defensive guess when playing against that as well. I was lucky these relic AAs caught. Okay. Throwing stuff. Yep, soul charge. KB. Yep. And it looks like he did a high there. And this is one thing. The one thing that screws me against Astaroth all the fucking time is when I go to do a 3B against Astaroth, I'll get crouch thrown. So there are some tech crouch frames on Mitsu 3B, but it's just like 2. It's got like 2 tech crouch frames, and I think his high missed in those frames, and that's why he got whacked there at the end. And that's just something that's incredibly lucky. First of all, it's incredibly lucky, but if you were to try and know that and react to it, it would be, I suppose, incredibly niche. But yeah. A merchant ship replete with riches. And then we've got Oboe. I've played against Oboe plenty of times. He's one of these degenerate Tiras that likes to just hold down 4. Like, not even do good neutral options aside from that. It's just, most of his game plan is just holding 4. fall for that? Nope. Okay. It's good defense from him. You definitely... I think I tried to step there. I may have just been late. That's the second time I've done A on a reversal edge clash. Keep that in mind. But versus Relic, the easiest thing, the easiest good thing you can do is just hold block. You can just hold block from Relic because honestly, there are only two things that Mitsurugi can do from Relic, and the third A, I commit to the third A in reversal edge and actually win it that time. But Mitsurugi can only do two things from Relic that beat just a standing block. So if you don't want to duck step duck, I should have gone for a combo, but I didn't want to chance losing this. And then I go for the sidestep because I showed him that I was willing to press A every single time. Catch him ducking. A. Yep. Oh, got him. I honestly thought in that moment, if he techs this, he's gonna die. And he almost did. I was just a little off. Yep. And now he's doing the, he's going back to his roots, which is hold 4, and you're gonna see it fucks him here for a second. Because I'm way too far away for that. And that ends up giving me the plus frames to pull out a victory. And then he gets the taunt, because I don't like playing against Oboe Shoes. He always one and dones me. So fuck him. And I don't blame people for one and doning, but at the same time, fuck them. You know? A lot of people don't like, I imagine, don't like me. They don't, I haven't had a whole lot of people come out and just say it directly to my face or anything. Oh, fucking Irontoe, I hate that guy. But I get that a lot of people probably don't want to play against me just because I make big titty create souls, and I get that. I got nothing against you for hating me for that. That's whatever. I mean, I'm fucking, as far as a flavor goes, I'm licorice. I don't expect people to just, I don't expect a wide, large group of people to be accepting of or like playing against me by any stretch of the imagination. So I don't blame them. I don't blame people for one and doning me when I play Create a Soul. I understand, but same side of the coin. Fuck him, right? But anyway, that's me testing this new microphone. A couple of games. Most of these games, Hyrule won by like, I mean, it wasn't even close. And a majority of them, they were not even close. But GG's, everyone. I think there was a Talum, there was a 2B, except for the 2B. Never GG against a 2B. Fuck you if you play 2B. GG's Joe, GG's Oboe. And yeah.